Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture HrHWPCR's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that HrHWPCR hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge HrHWPCR into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. HrHWPCR will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Fighter Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I've built some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. They put the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
You should see the submerged area up ahead. Friendly warships have already begun the invasion. Things are about to get rough.
They're sending the squadron that defended Stonehenge. Are you sure about this? Yes, we have positive ID. Raise the threat levels maximum. Let me know.
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves.
Tank units, advance!
Target acquired.
Now on our side.
Locked on bandit. Dropping down will only give them a chance.
They're veterans of multiple naval battles. Do not underestimate them.
We're deadlocked. Isn't there something we can do? Strider 1, evade that missile! Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, enter either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
3, Fox 2. I'm trying to break. Go 3. Enemy evaded attack.
My plane is icing up.
Target destroyed.
Okay, Trigger. The park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Bomb morale is our real issue right now. They shouldn't have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound. Strider 1, bombs away. APC eliminated.
Look at what's left of our forces. We're in the lead. Damn that 3 strikes.
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes are here.
Friendly loss. This is Rifle 1. Attack missed. This is Rifle 1. I have a lock.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
You're low on special weapons. SAM sight down.
If you sit there, the enemy will surround you. I have a lock on me. Contact missed.
You know how many they've taken out?
Strider 2.
And you're back. Where's three strikes?
We can't let the enemy take this position! Kill them all!
Damn it, missile fire!
Watch out! Missile on its way! Bandit behind you!
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and your history.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Pursuing enemy! Roger, the park room is secured. Yogi and Big Shot clear the way.
I know the feeling.
Establish in our favor.
Resupply. Enemy reinforcements on radar.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your... Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
We're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Vehicle eliminated.
Hold your ground.
Target is down.
Friendly lost. Finish them.
I've got you. I'm exhausted after what they did. So let's hurry up and finish the job.
Now, support team, open fire.
That area's all yours, Strider. We back up one squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Target acquired. Target is hit.
Enemy contact. Breaking up.
Let's teach a lesson to those arrogant Ocean bastards.
Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Strider 1, bombs away.
We're out of sandstone. We're pinned down. I'll keep the enemy most busy. Clear them off while they're on me.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. And how many did we lose? Closing in on me.
Damn it, three strikes is back.
Strider 1, missile closing. Evade.
On two. Carelessness, pride, arrogance. Careful, or they can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat. Strider or sight box, it looks like they did a real number on the enemy.
Do not let them through.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Breaking up!
Missile launched.
Stand for air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Target acquired. Missile hit.
Missile.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the runway. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Push through!
Strider 1, hostile
About time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
We don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. I'm almost through this.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood.
Understood.
HQ, this is 1-2. Eliminated the enemy resistance. 1, 2, and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
Dodge that missile.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Target is eliminated.
3 minutes remaining.
We're gonna make it through this. Just a little further and this place will be ours.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
HQ, powerful AA defense system in the AO. Coordinates Tango 2-8.
Missile.
Lima 3-9.
Missile.
There's an AA. No, a Seaway. Protecting the defense system.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece. Target's destruction confirmed. Fall back 900 yards. 3 strikes is here.
Put your backs into it, men. If we get through this, 3-2 on me.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Use your binoculars. 3 strikes, Mesa.
Target acquired. Fox 2.
They aren't as good as the ones on Silver Bridge.
Target acquired.
Friendly paused. Cyclops 1, launching missile. I took some damage.
Hostile behind me.
Locked on. Missile! I have to evade! Breaking lock, evading!
Missile. Missile.
Intelligence keep coming! It's a big maze. Bandit my side. Keep bringing them down.
1 minute remaining.
Lock 2.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock. About time.
Missile did not connect.
I'm on its back. Launch it! Bandit on your tail! Enemy on me! Breaking up! No use.
Acquired. 30 seconds remaining.
Watch that bandit.
Ahead!
Where did that hit?
Strider 1, missile inbound! Strike 5, attack failed. Regional 1, flying in the cloud. Is it good? Locked on hostile.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? 'Cause I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
On my target's back. Mr. Rex.
something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. Strider 1, enemy is locked on.
Missile.
Don't get too far ahead.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
He dodged it.
Good ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound. I have a lock. Don't go at him alone. 2 or more on each target.
Mr. X is eating through the Ocean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile. Missile.
Taking fire.
Survive is hit. Target destroyed. Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Fox 2.
I'm hit!
Still got a monster to slay.
Lock on, you're mine.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
I have a lock. Seymour, your plane is heading. Eject. Forgive me. Good luck.
This is Cyclops 3. I'm in it. We gotta eject.
Taking out 1 by 1. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger. Real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home.
Missile.
I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What? Check that bandit behind you.
All right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Fox 2.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Reject, while you can still talk.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6.
Shit.
He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. I've got his attention. Just wait for your chance.
It's mine.
That's the spirit. Taking evasive action. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just don't build over him.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Cut. His plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Local count.
suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond!
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
pushing
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. HrHWPCR deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. OSEA implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So HrHWPCR decided to sabotage OSEA's communications and navigation technology. HrHWPCR couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Ocean transmission and navigation systems. Before OSEA even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by HrHWPCR and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of OSEA's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between OSEA and HrHWPCR was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Ocean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
HrHWPCR's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usea has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is HrHWPCR's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the HrHWPCR army.
With the capital under our control, HrHWPCR's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt HrHWPCR will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that HrHWPCR's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight it's been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Strider 1, target acquired.
Target locked.
Strider 1, missile launched.
I got a stubborn one on my ass!
Fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Strider 3 launching missile.
ID'd as Ocean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Target destroyed.
That's the challenge of country.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
We're the only ones here on our side.
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us.
The more the merrier.
Careful, it's hard to maintain a lock in the clouds.
safe down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
It's Erusian military.
Whether you're angry or not, you're just too stubborn to change the mind. Wait, General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Labarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
Archive all the footage that we've shot, but when the communication networks come back online,
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Target is hit.
signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
No good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes a traitor, Lombard. Which faction is this? This is why they cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lombard's in that vehicle!
Set up in all the right places. Strider 1, target destroyed.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us.
Behind the enemy.
We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Fox 2.
You guys have opened the trial door, leading our country even further into ruin.
Strider 3, launching missile.
Missile.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
Missile.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Bandit down.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belgians. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belgian technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
members of a military group calling itself the Free Agents.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. We got a bad feeling.
Have a visual on 3 strikes.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Open fire on that vehicle!
VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Missile.
Missile inbound! To me!
Missile.
Hey, enemy has your tail.
Caution.
They got me.
Houston, Field Squad, friendly Halo in front. Patriot of my duty is calling. Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Target acquired.
Get them before they get us! Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything. Enemy has a lock.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere to see?
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
This fall has led to another power struggle within the emerging military. It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out! Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him. We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Radicals were so busy developing UAVs, you forgot to develop real pilots. You are a disgrace.
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
If a drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
Missile.
Listen up.
Missile.
From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off. General, we still have drones at our disposal. These talks. Please, watch your future breaking behind heavens. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of enemy units turning on their former allies.
Locked on, you're mine.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can't we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
Anti-air gun eliminated.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing.
Missile.
Enemy on your rear.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought brought chaos to the world. I can't believe Uruzi is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that.
Aren't they both Oceans?
Target is in machine gun range.
We have no choice. Fire!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
ID is Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better time.
There are no friendlies out there. How'd you last, Longcaster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, all lands but the crew after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
The rebels truly believe that drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Missile.
Street strike. Remember the unit flying a plane.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but did not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the new craft your grandfather told me about. The scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait. Unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Missile. Missile.
Granted.
Missile.
Wilco. Wilco.
Star warning.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Ocean big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine. No good. Shit.
You're in my way.
Star warning.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Destroyed. Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile incoming, break!
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch! Our commands are overridden! They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why do something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
It's about something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Missile.
Beat on you.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target was not struck.
Missile inbound. Drinking. Punch 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
In gun range.
Missile. Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. We don't have the drive they need.
They're coming!
4 bandits left.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time that it should not function.
Missile. 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 Missile.
3 bandits to go.
Star warning.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Star warning. Star warning.
That's what I like to see.
Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter's flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we blind what it says. Listen, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Caster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
There's something I'll never get used to. Tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
3 Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Strider 1, target acquired.
Target locked.
Strider 1, missile launched.
They got a stubborn one on my ass.
Fighting with crew is what got us into this mess.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Strider 3 launching missile.
ID'd as Ocean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Target destroyed.
What point is there in liberty? It's best that you leave this country.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
We're the only ones here on our side.
It's Erusian.
They are responding aggressively.
Gun confirmed destroyed.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us.
The more the merrier.
Careful, there's a rotating lock in the clouds.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
It's Erusian military.
Angry or not, you're just too stubborn to change the minds.
bars of the real patriot. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
Got ice on my wings. We archived all the footage that we've shot on our communication network.
Vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Everyone that there's no such thing as a closed war.
Target is hit.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the traitor, Lombard. Which faction is the head
This is
of
a white-necked cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they?
He burst in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us.
Behind the enemy.
We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Fox 2.
You guys are over the trial before, leading our country even further into ruin.
Strider 3, launching missile.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Bandit down.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an HrHWPCR liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of HrHWPCR. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the HrHWPCR princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Farbanti, which is important, and supporting the HrHWPCR officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless HrHWPCR forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Arusea just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too. With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Shit. These are Ocean.
Our air support is here.
have a solid lock.
Thank God. Friendly birds.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
You're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety. Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side. Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Part of the fight. Gas are all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. Really don't want to think about it. If you see 3 strikes, count the 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! Damn, those Russian bastards. It's a blatant war crime! Take photos for evidence. Just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Give us another 30 minutes. And then say they want to proper
We need more ammo! You're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship at the munitions depot is highly combustible. Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold in the bay until Operation Phoenix time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back. You're with us. The enemy APC's from there. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks. I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so there could be resources in the family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Fox 2. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop!
Target acquired. Target is down.
We don't need you to beat now. Just delay their advance. Got it?
Bring over your
ID complete. It's the Osean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Lancaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire! Roger. Where are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Perfect. Strider 1 destroyed target.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Thanks. But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. We leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. I'm sure we're there already.
Missile.
Help me! We're moving out! Leave his head behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send him off properly.
An explosion inside! Continue the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown!
There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, we'll have a fighting chance.
Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Missile.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Commence Operation No Return. These are unguided. Stay on course. Let's just get this done with.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
No pace to 101. What together to take them down? Unrelated co-conspirators also have much to answer for it.
Missile. 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 Star warning.
Enemy on your back.
Missile away.
I got a stubborn one on my ass.
Draw the enemy's attention here.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
Missile.
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time.
Launch control. Roger that.
The bombers are nearing the island. Running out of time.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile. Missile.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Missile.
This is Graham 7, Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Intercept those bombers.
Missile.
This is Graham 7. Attack failed.
Firing railgun.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Missile. Missile.
Please be enemy reinforcements.
Missile. Missile. Star warning.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now. All enemy bombers have been destroyed. We did it.
Missile.
Continue with your mission.
Missile.
Our bombers are destroyed.
Contact with superiors to do whatever they want.
Damn it.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
to finish this right now.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
The rebels are here. The first one go by and detonate on the second.
Locked on.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hey, you. Dumbass with the scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me Crack Queen.
Longcaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I know that voice anywhere.
Brilliant. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. Share it if you can help us refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Can't we drag the enemy and strike them from behind?
Missile away. Echo 13. All hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I'm thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister. It's who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep, not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Longcaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Excellent.
Missile.
Struggle 1, Fox 2.
Nice job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Everyone knows this. No other option.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Hurry!
Get moving!
That took care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable, cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
These guys continue pursuit of the supply ship.
They're faster than that sucker's hiding in the clouds. Trigger, don't let it get away.
Which one first?
Don't try to follow after the supply ships. Stick close to Trigger.
Strider 1, firing railgun. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
The supply ships are on their scheduled flight path. Victory is ours as long as the supply ship gets away.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Bring up and shoot the other one down. We should be calculating the remaining time. 60 seconds remain.
I've got a sitting duck here.
The supply ships are too far away. We'll never catch them at this rate.
All we need to do is slow them down.
Playing tag with these guys have a head
The
start.
missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Shit. These are Ocean.
Our air support is here.
Good.